You're sitting there again. The laptop is open. The notebook is ready. You've had your coffee. You've told yourself today is the day everything changes. But your hands aren't moving. Your mind feels like a browser with 100 tabs open and every single one of them is frozen. You call it laziness. You call it a lack of discipline. You look in the mirror and you see someone who just isn't trying hard enough. But what if I told you that you aren't lazy? What if I told you that you're actually exhausted? Not from doing too much, but from carrying too much. You aren't failing. You're overloaded. Think about your morning. You wake up and before your feet even touch the floor, you've already processed the opinions of 50 strangers. You've seen a war, a wedding, a political argument, and a fitness influencer telling you that you're behind schedule. By 8 a.m., your soul is already tired. You spend the rest of the day in a fog. You go through the motions. You smile at work. You nod in meetings. You pretend you're on top of things. But underneath, there's a quiet, vibrating anxiety, an unfinished to-do list that follows you like a ghost. You scroll on your phone, not because you're enjoying it, but because you're trying to numb the noise. You're seeking a reset that never comes. And then the guilt hits. That heavy, suffocating feeling that you're wasting your life. You look at people on the internet who seem to have it all figured out, and you feel smaller. You feel like a broken machine in a world of high-performance engines. You aren't avoiding work. You're avoiding the fee. We were never meant to live like this. For thousands of years, the human brain dealt with the immediate, the weather, the hunt, the family. Today, your brain is forced to absorb the collective trauma, the vanity, the expectations, and the lifestyles of 8 billion people all at once, every single day. We are living in an age of information obesity. We are consuming more data in a weekend than our ancestors did in a lifetime. You feel paralyzed because your nervous system is in a constant state of high alert. Your laziness is actually a biological defense mechanism. It's your brain's way of pulling the emergency brake because the engine is overheating. Pause. It's not that you can't focus. It's that your focus has been shattered into 1,000 jagged pieces by notifications, emails, and the fear of missing out. We've traded our peace for stimulation. We've traded our deep work for shallow distractions. And now, we're paying the price in burnout. You feel like you're failing at life, but the truth is, you're just trying to survive an environment that was designed to exploit your attention, not nurture your potential. Your brain wasn't designed to be a warehouse for the world's noise. It was designed to be a garden for your own thoughts. So how do we fix it? It doesn't start with a new productivity app. It doesn't start with a hustle harder mantra. It starts with subtraction. Maybe your problem isn't a lack of motivation. Maybe your mind simply hasn't been quiet in years. To find yourself again, you have to be willing to lose the crowd. You have to give yourself permission to be unproductive until the noise clears. Start small. Protect your attention like it's your most valuable currency, because it is. Close the tabs. Put the phone in another room. Sit in the silence until it stops being uncomfortable and starts being healing. You don't need to do more. You need to be less occupied. Discipline isn't about punishing yourself into submission. It's about creating a space where your soul can breathe again. It's about choosing the one thing and letting the million things fade into the background. The world will tell you that you're falling behind. The world will tell you that you need to be more, do more, and have more. But the world is loud and the truth is quiet. The truth is, you are enough exactly as you are, even in your exhaustion. You do not need to become extraordinary overnight. You do not need to fix your life by Monday morning. You only need to stop abandoning yourself every day. Put down the weight, breathe. You aren't lazy. You're just coming back to life. And life happens one quiet moment at a time.